My name is Thomas Perkins, and this is our original farm, and it's been here in our family since 1908. I am the 5th generation, and my son and daughter will be the 6th. My great-great-grandfather settled out here because he used to actually sit along the railroad and he'd eat his lunch out there and decided, hey, I'd love to buy that farm. So he really did that. He just bought the farm, and we've been here ever since. I grew up on the backside of the farm, and I really had an interest from a young age. I started driving tractors when I was probably 8 years old. There was a different thing every day on the farm, and that's what I enjoyed. So right now I farm with my dad, Kevin, and my brother, John. We've had corn, soybeans, wheat, and hay. I really got into the operation when my grandfather's health was failing about 10 years ago. And we kind of looked around, and our equipment line was pretty dated. I mean, we had a lot to work on. It was time to modernize a lot of stuff. I mean, in the first couple of years, we broke down in the field all the time, and it was very frustrating. And we had to decide to commit to the operation because you had to put a lot of money back into it as well. The Fresh Roots Directors Cup has really challenged our operation just to sit down and think, where do I want to be in 10 years? I continue to look forward to growing the operation and what it would mean for our family going forward. Back in 2008, my father took out a loan. We bought a piece of property. It was always tough going to the bank, and I can remember, over times having different struggles getting financing. But since we've been with Farm Credit, everything's been wonderful. Everybody's been good to work with. A lot of the equipment today was financed through Farm Credit, and it was very helpful at a very competitive rate. I was part of the Fresh Roots program. Not only do you get to go learn something for the day, but they pay you to come to some of these classes. And the cashback patronage is great too. You can use that for other purchases as well. So it's a great start for anybody, and they will help your operation grow. If I was not a Farm Credit member, I don't think I'd be farming today. I really don't. Last week we were able to close on our first farm property. So we were able to purchase 140 acres. And with Farm Credit as a partner, I don't think that would have been possible without them. For the future of the farm, we want to slowly continue to grow our operation, but it needs to be sustainable growth that is practical for the next generation as well. Madison, my daughter, and my son Matthew, even if they don't go on to farm, it'll teach them a lot of things over their career that they can use in multiple careers. Especially now, you've got to think outside the box. You've got to be able to borrow and maybe share some equipment to get started. But there are still ways to be part of agriculture. You don't have to have these 1,000-acre operations or bigger. You can get started on a small scale and just enjoy it. If you have an off-farm career, that's great, but you got to enjoy and be passionate about what you do.